I'm going to share something with you that most high performers figure out too late, usually after they've already paid the price. There's this moment that happens to almost everyone chasing big goals, and you might be in it right now. You look around at everyone else grinding, posting their early mornings and late nights, and you think the gap between where you are and where you want to be is just a matter of more hours, more sacrifice, more sheer force of will. But here's what I've discovered after watching hundreds of people either break through or break down. The difference between people who sustain elite performance for decades and people who flame out spectacularly has almost nothing to do with how hard they can push. It has everything to do with whether they understand the hidden mathematics of human capacity. Let me break down what I mean, because this is going to reframe everything you think you know about achievement. Your energy isn't like money in a bank account where you can just keep withdrawing until you hit zero. It's more like a muscle that either grows stronger or weaker based on how you train it. And here's the part that changes the game. Most people are training their capacity backwards. They think maximum daily output equals maximum results. But what actually happens is your nervous system starts operating in permanent emergency mode. Your cortisol levels stay elevated. Your sleep quality tanks even when you do sleep. Your brain literally loses the ability to think strategically because it's stuck in survival mode. And the brutal irony is that while you're grinding harder than everyone around you, your actual effectiveness is declining. You're working more to produce less, and you don't even realize it's happening until you hit a wall you can't push through. Now here's where this gets really interesting, and this is the distinction that separates people who build empires from people who just build exhaustion. There's a concept I want you to understand called capacity expansion versus capacity depletion. When you're constantly maxing out your energy with no recovery protocol, you're not just staying at your current capacity, you're actively shrinking it. Think about it like this. If you went to the gym and did maximum weight every single day with no rest days, no nutrition strategy, no sleep optimization, what would happen? You wouldn't get stronger. You'd get injured, your performance would decline, and eventually you'd be weaker than when you started. But somehow, when it comes to mental and emotional capacity, we think the rules are different. We think we can just override biology with motivation and discipline. And for a while you can. Adrenaline and willpower will carry you. But that well runs dry, and when it does, the crash is catastrophic. Here's what the expansion approach looks like in practice. And pay attention, because this is the framework that actually works. You're strategically allocating your energy across 4 zones. Zone 1 is high leverage execution, the work that only you can do that creates disproportionate value. Zone 2 is strategic recovery, and this isn't optional. It's sleep, it's exercise, it's genuine disconnection that allows your nervous system to reset. Zone 3 is relationship maintenance, because the network you build while you're healthy becomes the safety net when you're not. And isolation is a leading indicator of impending collapse. And Zone 4 is learning and adaptation, staying sharp, staying curious, staying ahead of the curve instead of just reacting to what's in front of you. Now, most people are spending 95% of their energy on Zone 1 and wondering why they plateau. They're sprinting a marathon, and physics doesn't care how motivated you are, you will hit a wall. But here's the part that makes this framework powerful. When you properly invest in zones 2, 3, and 4, something remarkable happens. Your total capacity actually increases. 6 months of this approach, and you have more energy than you started with, not less. Your decision-making is sharper because your brain isn't running on fumes. Opportunities come through relationships you've maintained instead of burned. You're more efficient because you've been learning instead of just executing. Meanwhile, the person who's been grinding with no strategy is dealing with health issues, damaged relationships, and diminishing returns on every hour they work. They're trapped in a cycle where they have to work harder just to maintain the same output. So here's the question I need you to answer honestly, and your entire trajectory depends on getting this right. When you look at your current pace, your current lifestyle, your current approach to work, can you maintain it for 10 years without major consequences? Not theoretically, not if everything goes perfectly, but realistically. Because if the answer is no, you're not on a path to success, you're on a path to coal.